Gamers, gamers. Once again, in a bit of a public setting here, so I might have to be quiet at some point, but right now we're good. So we're gonna try to make this fight pretty quick, if at all possible. This is the fight. Last time I said this fight was gonna be potentially the hardest in the game. I don't think that's true anymore. I don't think I agree with that. But... Oh, that was loud. I don't think I agree with that anymore after I've done some prep, but it's still a very, very hard fight. One of the only fights in the game, I think, where we actually have to deal with a legendary. Let me make sure I'm not missing any items. Yeah, okay. I think... I mean, this is such a crazy team that you guys just saw. Oregon, New Jersey, Montana, Delaware, Ohio, and Texas. Crazy combo of states. Texas and Jersey here, both appearing, is kind of crazy. But I think this is the first time the Cactus is going to be like a serious, like, non-rival fight. Mamo Swine's going to show up, going to show out. Scrafty, we finally got past level 60. And we're bringing Eradicate for the first time since Berg, I think. So some pretty crazy moves here that I'm looking forward to. I don't have the whole fight pinned out, like similar to Winona, where, like, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. But I have some good pivots, and ultimately, like, in the same way with Winona, like, basically the idea is that I just pivot between, like, the same 2 or 3 Pokemon, while one other Pokemon does damage, and as long as I can get that strategy to last, is as long as this fight stays safe. So, that's basically all I have to say. I didn't prep for this fight as long as Winona, I think, and I've heard, like, I've seen videos of people having a lot of trouble in this fight, and I'm just gonna hope that I don't have that. So without any further ado, 7th Gym Leader, Drayden, one of the hardest fights in the game, Dragon Gym Leader. Let's hop into it. Let's get this music up, actually. Drayden. Drayden's gonna lead with Charizard and Latias. Yep. Both of these Pokemon see kill into Eradicate. Eradicate is perfectly leveled at 53 to do a very specific thing, which is only be dead to Dragon Claw, not to Fire Lash, because again, the game does calcs by the min roll, so it sees Dragon Claw always kills, doesn't see Fire Lash always kills, it's always going to click Dragon Claw, and then Latias also sees Aura Sphere always kills, doesn't see the Dragon Pulse always clears, so it always clicks Aura Sphere, so we should have Aura Sphere and Dragon Claw always going into the Eradicate slot. High horsepower with wide lens always kills Charizard. A fighting move and a dragon move looks great into a fairy type. Love gets a fairy type in this game. So turn 1 should be pretty free. We should see Aura Sphere coming into Love Disc, an immune Dragon Pulse, or an immune Dragon Claw, and then killing Charizard. Beautiful. Alright, this is a guaranteed Haxorus. Guaranteed Haxorus because Haxorus has Cross Poison and Close Combat, which are super effective, respectively, into both my Pokemon. Close Combat does not kill my Mamoswine. Cross Poison does kill my Love Disc. Is that good? That might be better. I mean, I don't think I'm going to use it for the rest of the fight. Oh, it's only 90 accuracy. I'm not going to take it. I don't know when else I would use it in this fight. But I'll get it later. Alright. So it should always be Haxorus. Should always be Haxorus here. Haxorus Cross Poison sees kill on Love Disc. Let's just pull up Love Disc here. Love Disc now at 65. Save that up. Thunderbolt from Latias always kills me because I'm at 112. And Cross Poison from Haxorus always kills me. Close Combat never kills me. None of Latias's moves kill me. Which means it's always Thunderbolt and Cross Poison into the right slot. Mamoswine, again, Wide Lens, is just going to click Icicle Crash into Haxorus. If you guys aren't picking up on the strategy of this fight, if this fight goes best possible case scenario, Mamoswine is basically getting 6 kills. So this is going to be Thunderbolt and Cross Poison into this Love Disc slot. We're going to go into Scrafty. This is probably one of the most important turns of the run. Scrafty is Lumberry, so we can hopefully dodge both Poison and Crit, right? If one of them comes through, we get the Lumberry, we're good. Max roll Thunderbolt into Cross Poison Crit kills me 62% of the time. Mid-roll Thunderbolt into cross poison crit kills me like 30 or 50% of the time. Thunderbolt crit into cross poison never kills me, so he either needs a double crit, he needs a para into crit poison, or he needs a high roll into crit. High roll, Thunderbolt into crit high roll, or a double crit, right? Whatever that. However, not only would those situations result in a Scrafty death, the really important thing is that if they double low roll, like double min roll possible, we're in a bit of a scary situation for the next turn. Or the next 2 turns. So we want kind of like double mid rolls. We want no crits. 1 status condition is fine because we're Lumberry, though I would like to preserve the Lumberry. We want double mid rolls, no crits, no high rolls, no status. We're going to click Icicle Crash into Haxorus. Icicle Crash into Haxorus here is a 12% chance to kill. It doesn't matter if we miss the KO because we have Ice Shard next turn, and Scrafty can fake out the Latias. I need good rolls into Scrafty here. This is the most important turn of the fight. This is the most important turn of the fight. I know it's turn 2. Thunderbolt, okay. No crit, no crit, no para. Cool, cross poison, no crit, just no crit, just no crit. That's all I ask is no crit here. Nice. Okay, 58 looks like a good range to me. That might be in range of some Dragon Pulses, which is fine. We don't get the kill on Haxorus, perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. Scrafty and Raticate are both not leveled to evolve because, again, we want them to bait. Or level to, they're not edged to level up because we want them to bait. So we're going to Ice Shard Haxorus. Let me make sure, like, none of these Pokemon have Protect. No Protects. Nothing they can do. So we are going to Ice Shard into Haxorus. I'm going to fake out the Latias. This should bait in Mence or Sceptile. Sceptile is a little better, but Mence is fine. Mence should be fine here. I think either is fine. Latias flinches. Silence. Okay. Mence is here. The big thing is that since... I didn't realize Mence had Intimidate. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. Bad, but not the end of the world. Okay. Scrafty here at 61. Always dead to Dual Wing Beat, which is unfortunate, and always dead to Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is a slightly higher roll, so we might be intended to click it. And Latias, Aura Sphere always kills, Thunderbolt never kills, Dragon Pulse kills as well. Okay, so it's Aura Sphere and Dragon Pulse, and Dragon Claw or whatever. I do have to do a little bit of a calc here. Mammoth Swine at 65. I'm now -1, which is really bad. I did not realize that this thing had Intimidate. I don't know how I missed that, but it is what it is. Icicle Crash into Ice Shard does not always kill. But it's pretty likely. Min roll would do 96. Icicle Spear, on the other hand, even with 3 hits, is doing less than Icicle Crash. So I think I have to just go Icicle Crash. And we need the high roll. We're going to Detect with Scrafty. Aura Sphere, Dual Wing Beat, cool. Yep, Yachi Berry. That looks decent. I mean, I don't know exactly, but that looks like it... That looks to me like 75%, right? I would call that 75%. I would call that like 73, 74, whatever, right? Which means that, right, as long as this is below 69, which I feel like that is, Ice Shard kills. Scrafty is going to switch into this thing. Even if we don't kill, as long as Mence clicks... Right, Mence clicking Dual Wing Beat here is really, really bad. Really, really bad. Here's the situation. Dual Wing Beat probably just kills me. That's the situation. So I need either Ice Shard to kill, I need him to click Dragon Claw, or I need Dual Wing Beat to miss. Low roll Dual Wing Beat also... No, lowest roll Dual Wing Beat kills me. So this is really, really risky, but one, I think Ice Shard kills. 2, he has a 50% chance of clicking Dragon Claw. But I basically need to do this. I don't really have a better option unless I want to sack, but I don't think Love Disc is even that, like, crazy good for the rest of the game. So I'm fine with this. Dude, that Intimidate was so bad. Please kill. Please kill. This should also totally kill, by the way, because I was calking Ice Shard through Yachi Berry. I was calking Ice Shard through Yachi Berry, so that was a guaranteed kill. I'm lying. And this should be Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, show me Dragon Pulse, show me Aura Sphere. Okay, that's fine. Into Love Disc. We're gonna heal up with the Citrus Berry. Cool. And this should be Sceptile. Here's Sceptile. Okay. We are now -1, which means a 2-hit Icicle Spear is a range, but it's Focus Sash, so we never want to click Ice Shard. But a 2-hit Icicle Spear is an 87% chance, and we have the chance at 3 hits, so we still should be fine here. We're going to Icicle Spear the Sceptile. Love Disc here. Love Disc here at 65. Always dead to Leaf Blade and only Leaf Blade. Always dead to Thunderbolt and only Thunderbolt. An Electric and a Grass move is a clean switch into Haxorus. Hopefully we get the Icicle Spear kill. T-Bolt, okay. Cool, Leaf Blade. We have Citrus Berry in case we fall below half. We don't. Come on. That looks bad. High roll, high roll, high roll. One more. Come on, man. No way. Okay. I mean, this is Dragon Pulse again. This is always Dragon Pulse, so this actually isn't even terrible. Because this is just Dragon Pulse into Haxorus. Always. That's crazy, though, by the way. That's so unlucky. Yeah, only dead to Dragon Pulse here. It makes my next turn a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Though I do have Citrus Berry, so I'm probably fine. I'm still 64 on this thing. So this is Haxorus. Although I know it's double Dragon move, and I could go to... Okay, wait. Here's actually a more potentially interesting move that I want to look at too. -1 Mamoswine. Icicle Crash into Latias. Does 59. Latias is already taken, we'll say 2%. I'm not going to give that a bunch, but we should, basically, after this turn, we should at least have 60% on Latias. We know it's double Dragon move into Haxorus. Dragon Pulse not dead to anything else. Dragon Claw not dead to anything else. And I'm always at the Dragon Claw, right? Yeah. 152, I'm at 98. Cool. So, what I could do here is I could go to Love Disc. Love Disc is 65. Double Dragon move, so Love Disc will take no damage. Moonblast does 50%. Moonblast, so if I land this Icicle Crash, I can outspeed Latias. Next turn. Never mind, I don't outspeed Latias. Why did I think I outsped Latias? Yeah, I just don't. I just don't outspeed. I mean, is that still a play here? Because Flygon is really scary in the back right now, and Sceptile can't do a lot. Does my Love Disc outspeed Sceptile? Definitely not, right? Oh, it does. Wait, Latias is faster than Sceptile? Dude, what universe are we living in? Alright, bro. I mean, that's interesting. So, the real question then... Ice Shard and Icicle Crash probably doesn't kill. Probably does not kill. Now, I could Icicle Spear and hope for, like, a really, really crazy lucky roll, and I'm not... The thing is I'm actually not super opposed to that. Because, one, I could hit, like, 4 or 5 Icicle Spears and just kill Latias, and that'd be crazy good. If that doesn't happen, I still have a free switch into Love Disc. It's still 2 moves into Love Disc, in which I can just Ice Shard Sceptile next turn, switch back into Haxorus, and then bait 2 more Dragon moves in, which brings Love Disc in again for free. And then should allow me to kill Latias. Yeah, no, I like that, I like that. I'm gonna click Icicle Spear into Latias, because Sceptile is not really that big of a threat. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and the big thing is that Flygon can set up, and I really don't want Flygon to be able to set up here while Latias is full HP on the field, basically. So, I'm gonna hope we get 4 or 5 hits. Dragon Pulse, Dragon Claw. Cool. I should have known, but it is what it is. Okay. I think Leaf Blade does more damage. That should also totally be Icicle Crash range, right? 2-hit Icicle Spear did 33, plus Fake Out damage. I mean, that's actually close, but no, this has got to be less than 60%. That's got to be less than 60%. Okay, so I'm gonna Ice Shard Sceptile, and I'm gonna switch to Texas. Get the Sceptile gone. And this gets us an extra level on Haxorus. Extra level on Haxorus so that we're a little safer, but still dead to the moves we want to be dead to. This should also go ahead and proc Haxorus' Citrus. Crit here doesn't kill me. That's why I wanted to kill... Is there a way I'm dead to high horsepower? Surely not. I should be good. Okay, here's Flygon. Let's make sure. Haxorus is here. Big Haxorus. Dude, the fact that I completely forgot about Intimidate and we're still cooking is insane. Okay. Not dead to Aura Sphere because that's 69. Always dead to Dragon Pulse, even at 65. Cool. Let's save this, and then also not dead to higher horsepower, only dead to Dragon Pulse. Okay. This is double Dragon Pulse into Haxorus. I mean, you guys just know what we're going to do, right? You guys just know what we're going to do. Icicle Crash into Latias here. This Flygon's not going to Quiver Dance because it does see Dragon Pulse kill. Icicle Crash should be a good chance to kill here. And I'm going right back into Love Disc. Should be 2 Dragon moves into Love Disc. Cool. Icicle Crash lands. All these Icicle Crashes have had about a 1% chance to miss, by the way. We get the kill. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. This should always be Giga Drain into Love Disc. Yep, Giga Drain always sees kill. Giga Drain does not see kill into Mamoswine. Barely, by the way. Literally barely does not see the kill into Mamoswine, but it doesn't, and that's all that matters because this Mamoswine is goated. 31 speed. Its special defense actually sucks, though, so. But never sees kill into Mamoswine. Or it could potentially see kill into Mamoswine, but again, AI always rolls min-roll damage, which is really good for us here because it means it'll never click Giga Drain. It only clicks Giga Drain into the right slot here. Now, the interesting question is that my Love Disc does outspeed this. Moonblast does 73. Ice Shard does 28. That's Latias. Ice Shard does 27. That is, in theory, exactly a kill. But here's the thing. Even if that is a kill, I don't really see a reason to risk it. I'm just going to Icicle Crash Flygon, and I'm going to switch right back to Haxorus, because there is almost no punish for this play. I mean, I'm going to try to think. If Giga Drain crits, it would do 106. Haxorus would always live Giga Drain crit. And then it's random move into Haxorus, which could actually be bad. Okay, let's play safe then. I kind of wanted to let Mamoswine get all 6 kills in this fight. I don't think that's going to be super feasible here. Ice Shard is 56. I am -1 with a min roll. And then Love Disc. Is there something? I guess I could go to... No. Love Disc does 150. So I do 206, which is exactly 1 more HP than he has, with double min roll. Let me make sure my stats are in correctly. 188. And 127. Cool. Let's make sure items are correct. Yep. Okay. Ice Shard plus Moonblast should always exactly kill. We do have speed this flying on. We are 176 speed. Drayden. You were not that hard. I'm just gonna say it. Did I have an amazing pivot combo between Haxorus and Levdisc at the end there? Absolutely. But did it matter? No. Mamoswine gets 5 of 6 kills in this fight. Actually, an incredible Pokemon. If I did not have this thing, both Winona and Drayden would have been unbelievably harder. In the past 2 fights, Mamoswine has picked up 7 of 12 total kills. Just let that be said. 12 total Pokemon in the past 2 fights, and 7 of them were killed by Mamoswine. Insane Pokemon. Actually so incredible too, because like Ice is super effective against every opponent in this fight except for Charizard, and then Ground is super effective against Charizard. And like that's what made it work. And we also keep in mind, we clicked every single move on Mamoswine possible. We took example of every single wide lens boost. That was beautiful. And only one Pokemon, actually no, that's a lie. I was gonna say only one Pokemon other than Mamoswine clicked an attack, but to be fair, Scrafty clicked Fake Out and then Detect. But Altaria didn't even have to come in. We did use both our Citrus Berries, but we didn't use our Lumberry. We didn't use our Lumberry, and we get infinite Citrus Berries, and we don't get infinite Lumberries, and that's the big difference. Mamoswine didn't even take a point of damage. Dude, this Pokemon's crazy. It's even crazier to me that I forgot Intimidate was a thing, but I was like, I knew my pivot game between these two was so good, that it literally didn't even matter. Like, this, because of Intimidate, it took me like an extra 3 turns to do everything that I wanted to do, and it was still fine. We hit 2 Mineral Icicle Spears, and it was still fine. Let that just be a testament as to how good this Mamoswine is, bro. Incredible behavior. And, by the way, that is the first split since Clay. So not that impressive, but that was a deathless Drayden split. There are 6 boss fights in this split. Drayden, Winona, Banga, Zinzalin, Rival Fight, and Bianca. 6 boss fights. And we did all of them deathless. I'm just saying. That's something to be pretty proud of. I'm really happy with that. I'm really, really happy with that. I thought that Drayden fight was going to be a lot harder than it ended up being. I did not realize that Levdisc pivoted so well. But yeah. I think that's all I have. We've got a couple encounters before Marlin, but we're going to want to do this as our next boss fight, which is an 8 Pokemon double battle. Not quite as crazy as Renplat, but it's also double battle, not a tag battle. And this gets us the best TM in the game, Protect. So, we're going to do that, and then we have Humala City, and, or then we have Marlin, which is a perma-rain fight. So those are things to look forward to, but I am so glad to be done with the split, to be done with the Deathless, to finally use Haxorus, and to see Mamoswine absolutely body this fight. And just so you guys know, it could have gotten all 6 KOs, but I let Levdisc guys have a bit of spotlight. That's all I got. I'll see you guys for Tame Laza. Or maybe a box update. I might do a box update too, but who knows. Drayden owned. Our first, I think, okay, the bigger thing was it was one of our only 3 deathless gym leaders in this game. But yes, Drayden owned. And I'll see you guys next time.